What's up, y'all? Always jumping back into this. Today is 9/20, so you know what that means. The LeBron dropped today, and Nike continues to make the biggest boxes in the world for this shoe. And I get it. The thing is heavy, like ridiculously heavy. The 15 was a really light shoe for how big it looked. The 15 was a really light shoe. This shoe is much heavier. Wish you could kind of like feel it. I do like the box though. I mean, it's very basic. There's not any. I don't like it as much as I like the Kevin Durant box. But this is our first time getting a look at the LeBron 16. Mine's in particular. I hadn't seen it in person at all. So you see the LeBron 16 logo on there. You see all of my fingerprints across the top. That's terrible. We return to the lion, gloss lion. There's a swoosh. And then there's his signature on the front of the box and making sure it's reflecting enough so you can see it. This is a 10.5. By contrast, this is a Kobe box, right? An old Kobe box. It's a size 13. And look at the difference in the size of the boxes. I make this point, and I know we're about a minute in. I make this point because the people that bootleg shoes, they have a lot of problems when the boxes are this big. They don't really like making those boxes. It's because the boxes are expensive for them to kind of copy. That's why you really don't get a whole lot of LeBrons that are being knocked off. But I guess it's probably that a lot of basketball shoes aren't selling like that. So, I don't know. The top of the box I didn't get to. But because it's going to take us out of focus, I'm going to move it up slow. Because as you see, it's got the LeBron Witness Dunk Man on the top inside of the L Crown J logo. So I love that logo, man. I love that Dunk Man logo. That's just great. Here we go. Unisex sizing on the box. And this is a men's 10.5, women's size 12. It's the LeBron 16. It's called the Fresh Bred. Why they released a Bred colorway for a dude that's in LA, I don't know. Nike never ceases to amaze me, man. Sometimes I know black and red shoes sell more than anything else, so I get it. Trust me, I get it. Black University Red is the color. AO 2588002. And this shoe is $185. Now, I thought this shoe was going to be cheaper. Thought it was going to be cheaper. Why? Because it's not a high like the 15 was. It's a mid. And that mid cut, even though it comes with a new kind of adjustable fit sock or tongue, that mid cut kind of strikes me as something that you could have lowered the price on. And I think a 160 price point on this would have been fantastic. But that's just me making kind of suggestions. It's not going to happen. Nobody's listening. The UPC for the 10.5, and this is important because you're going to have to look inside of your shoe to check your UPC under the barcode because this shoe does not have stamps, QC stamps, or QC stickers. All right. UPC is 191-887-606-413, and there's a 14 at the end. Now, let's go ahead and open up the box top. And like I said, even though it's white on the inside, there's no UPC sticker or stamp. The paper is white, a little bit glossy. And we get to the shoe finally. And there goes a shoe inside of the box, and I have to move it up because I want to angle it and make sure you get those hits of red that are in there. But you'll get a better look once I take it out and do the 360. And I'm going to do that right now. Take these shoe inserts out. And unlike previous LeBron's, this shoe insert does not have the LeBron logo on it. The 15 actually had the LeBron logo on it. I'm going to sit that right there. I'm going to pull this one out as well and see. Yeah, neither one of the shoe inserts has the LeBron logo. Not even underneath do we have a swoosh, which is kind of interesting, I think. It doesn't have a swoosh. I think Nike is looking at sustainability and they're decreasing a lot of the waste by, limiting the amount of these shoe inserts that they make. If they're transitioning to something that's just a common kind of shoe insert, that's a smart thing, because you don't need to have a mold for every shoe insert for a Nike, for LeBron, for, you know what I'm saying, a Jordan. I don't think you need that. And as a brand, it's a smart move by them to do it. Data production, because we don't have a QC stamp or a sticker. 03/21/18 too. 06/20/18. 06/20/18. Today is 9/20. That's 3 months. That's a 3-month turnaround time between shipping and here. And I've been seeing this a lot more where, you know, if they would have stamped this box, then we would have a better idea. But that 3-month turnaround is about right. That's how long it takes for, you know, something to come across the ocean on the ship. So I was in the Navy, but that doesn't have anything to do with me knowing how long that takes. Remember, I used to make my own shoes. So whenever I'm doing these videos and you're like, how do you know how long it takes? I own my own shoe company. But let's get to the 360 on this shoe, because it doesn't have a whole lot of hidden cues like the Kevin Durant or like the PG or like the Kyrie. This thing is built for work, man. It's sturdy as heck. You know, but let's jump into it. And I'm going to see if I can see some hidden cues, but let's 360 first. And you can see those hits of red between the black. And there goes your toe. There goes the toe box. There goes the top of the shoe. There goes your left. There's your right. Left medial. Just in case you guys haven't seen it. I know a lot of you already have seen it. Right medial. Now, if you're asking what those holes are that you see along the side, that's an adjustable fit for the shoestrings. The shoestrings can actually go down further because the tongue itself comes up, and you can lace those shoestrings lower. Now, how do you get them in there? Gosh, man, that's a good question. You know what? You have to go between each one. So you can go in between each one just from, you know, shoe to shoe. So you're going to take the aglet and put it inside and go through it. Sorry about breaking up the rhythm of that. Get you the bottom of this shoe. That looks like it's built for combat. And notice the Dunkman logos. It actually has the tattoo on the leg on each one, and it says witness history on the legs. Now, I don't know if that's actually, you know, if LeBron actually has those tattoos there. I would assume he does, so there's not a reason for them to put it there and that he doesn't have those tattoos. Let's get back and focus here. All right, so the Dunkman on the bottom, he's got those tattoos that say witness history on the legs, but the Dunkman on the bottom is actually really dope. It's the same Dunkman that's on the top of the box. Now, I'd have to assume that they may change the molding on this, but this is some sturdy rubber. I guarantee you, like wear testers or somebody who's doing tests on the shoe, and if you look close enough, you see those red sparkle metal flakes? Not metal flakes, but you see those flakes that are inside of the outsole? I'm going to move that up. It's just a really good detail, man. I never did get to the back of the shoe. This video is getting long, isn't it? Well, it's our first time. So whenever we get a shoe for the first time, we really have to show it. And I haven't seen this since the LeBron 8. I haven't seen that since the LeBron 8. So it's a welcome addition back to the shoe. Now, close-up details. If you can see under on the tongue, embossed, it's the number 23. And that's suede going up. Now, what I'm going to do here is show you how the tongue flexes. Because I know somebody was asking me how that looked. And now I know. So now you know. The lacing system, like I said, you see the holes. You go from hole to hole. So your aglet is going to go under and come back out and then go across the shoe. So you basically have an adjustable fit on the lacing system. So it goes a little bit wider if you want it to be wider. I think the suede is going to be good for taking a lot of pressure off the instep. That suede is going to be good. It's going to be much better than the fly knit was. Well, battle knit, because it's LeBron, it's battle knit. Real quick is Zoom Air and Max Air. A combination in the outsole. You see the red. And Like I said, man, that's really sticky up there. See if I see everything else. That's it. I'm going to have to chop this a little bit because it is long. It says LeBron on the pull tab. And that pull tab is functional, so you can get your finger in there. And there goes the tongue with just a crown and the LJ. The only thing I didn't hit on, sorry about that big noise there, I dropped it. The only thing I didn't hit on, and I hope you can see it when I move it up close, that insole, the lion on the insole. You see the 16, and then down into the shoe. I'm going to see if this thing comes out. No, it's glued in, so it doesn't come out. But there's a lion on the insole, and I want to see if you can see it if I hold it that way. There you go. That looks menacing, doesn't it? You see the piercing eyes of the lion. And that's it, man. I don't know if I like it or not. I don't see this becoming something that's going to be an off-court shoe. So if Nike makes these, I would have to assume that they're going to have to go into a lifestyle version of this shoe. I don't see anybody actually rocking this off the court. It's a bulky, bulky shoe. They would have to do something like the shoe that was created for Fashion Week with the Vegeta Tan strap on it. But that's it. Hope everything's going well. And moving on to the next one.